You're watching Rhoun Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Rhoun Gaming, and something mounts for the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Roads Yet Traveled, Merrick's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alrighty. I don't really know how long that'll take, but we keep heading onwards. No use in complaining about it now. We climb a massive stairwell, long enough that I have to stop and catch my breath well before Rhoun diverts to a door. He peeks outside before turning to me. I feel like I already know what he's going to say, as I can hear the sound of Karain outside. There are a few too many people out there, so give me a minute and I'll see if I can clear it out. But then the last repair is just down the hall. I'm too tired at this point. I just offer a nod as an answer. He scurries out the stairwell and I let out a sigh. What a day. At least I didn't stay in Rhoun's office for all of it. As the door opens, I look up expecting Rhoun. But when another Karain comes in, I freeze. Oh man, please don't scream. But they just keep walking. In fact, I don't think they even noticed me at all. Maybe it's the jacket? Well, I won't complain. I'm relieved the next Karain to come through the door is Rhoun. Okay, it's a bit quieter now, but we should hurry. Offering him a nod, we hurry down the hall towards another door. I can see that he set up his wet floor sign and opened the door for us. Inside is a small waiting room with two adjacent doors, but all the lights seem to be working here. Rhoun quickly closes the door behind us and looks around before gesturing me to the next room. I'm sorry, bud. This has turned out to be a lot for one day. Maybe we should just have dinner after this. I'm not sure we can make it anywhere interesting today. Oh, it's fine. Maybe that was asking for too much? You weren't expecting to take care of me today anyways. Right. I'll make it up to you, though. Just another day. It's fine, bud, don't worry. So, where's this last light anyways? It's just out there on the balcony. Balcony? Am I hearing that right? Surely not. That must be just a weird Karain word for something like Mark and... Why would there be a balcony in space? You can't go outside. Curious, I follow Rhoun as he collects his step stool and opens the door for us, leading us onto a small open area. I still hold my breath just in case. It's a bit brighter here and I can hear the distant sound of Karain. I see a railing, so I guess it is a balcony. But what is it overlooking? Oh. Ooh. Oh, wow. Now that's a hallway. I hear Rhoun setting up his ladder behind me and getting to work, but I gesture to him, stunned. What is it, bud? Are you afraid of heights? Oh, goodness. Sorry, I should have said something. What is this place? It's just a hallway. I guess it's a bit of a main hub for people. There are a lot of housing units around here. Is this not the cool thing you wanted to show me? What? No, I wanted to show you one of the central air controllers. But what about all this? I gesture to the window and everything in front of us. What about it, bud? It's just a window. He takes this time to get back to work, leaving me utterly confused. Alright, I think we have different definitions of what cool means. I don't want to say that the window Merrick showed me is less impressive, but damn, that's a big window. How can they just go about their days like that, walking by something so incredible and not stopping to even glance at it? And, wait, is that no veil? It really is impressive from up here. I can't believe that there are people who get to see this every day. I can barely take my eyes off of it. Okay, all done. Let's go. Go? Wait, do we have to? Don't you want dinner? Well, yeah, sure, but maybe we could you could go get it for me? He doesn't look particularly amused, but I can't tear myself away from this view, not yet. We just got here. Alright, I can lock the door so you can stay here, but you won't be able to leave until I get back. I guess we can eat here too. It's just too late for anyone to come around now anyways. Okay, it would only take me a bit, but don't move. Please. I won't, I promise. He looks nervously between me and the door before heading out. I can hear him try a few keycards on the door before it beeps affirmatively and I assume locks. Alone, I lean against the railing, just taking in the view. I must be, what, 10 stories up? Maybe more? It all seems so fake. Is that a real window? Is it a monitor? Are the plants alive, or just plastic? So many ideas are bouncing around in my head, it's hard to just take in the view and relax. Taking a moment to breathe, I start watching the terrain below. Some stick around to wait for someone. Some walk in groups. Some alone. Some walk with purpose, while others meander about. I can't make out anything they're saying, but a gentle chorus of voices echoes throughout the vast room. An occasional yelp or yap can be heard, maybe an exclamation or a friend's name shouted in glee. I think one of them is even singing. It's all so familiar. It almost hurts. How would they react if they were torn away from everything they knew, and the comfort of their own lives, just to end up here, alone? I guess in a way they did. They may have had the choice, unlike me, but they ultimately came all the way out here. For whatever reason, they chose to come to the furthest habitable point of their known system, thousands of miles from home, aboard a ship that harbors no reason and mimics a floating grave, with no promise of fame or fortune. And yet, they can still sing. Rhoun is right. I may be alone at times, but it won't let me stop. But I won't let it stop me. Gently wiping my eyes, I look back to see that the singing Karain has met up with a group, and they swiftly exit my vision. An affirmation that, just maybe, I am not alone in a sense. Needing a break, I peel my eyes away from the crowds, and am reminded of the monolith just outside. Nevail. I'd love to get a closer look at that window, to have someone point out every minute detail of the stars and wonder if one of them is my own. To see the painted surface of Nevail bleed and stain itself over and over again in its twisted patterns up close, just out of reach of its deadly pull. It's not quite the beauty of Jupiter, but its muted colors do it justice all the same. In a cruel way, this must be the first time I've seen the light of Rias, reflected off of the Nevail in a dimming sunset. The crispness of the planet fades slightly, as night overtakes its borders and it slips into the background. And with that, the light of my foreign star is gone. Not that I can feel its warmth, not here at least. Maybe on another deck, on another floor, on another day. I know Rhoun was disappointed by the view, but I still wonder how it looks from out here. If it is just a small dot in the sky or a blinding eye. And what of this eye? I can't see any vague deific stars from here, so it must be on another side of the ship. Just watching us. As much as one can hype up a cosmic anomaly to just be another star, it still looms behind me so, burning into the back of my skull. Why does that sound familiar? Well, I guess if the eye is too weird, I could always go about calling it the heart or the void or whatever. I'm pretty sure I could just pick a name for it at this point, no one would correct me. Seems like they've got 100 names for the damn thing. Huh. Shit, I'm starting to get hungry. Maybe I should have gone with Rhoun. I kind of feel bad for making him bring me food. Ugh, whatever, I probably couldn't go with him anyways. And he won't be long. I guess I'll just, enjoy the view. I barely notice Rhoun come back with dinner. I help him with the tray and we sit on one of the benches to relax. He seems exhausted, but he slowly munches away at his meal all the same. It's been a long day for sure. I kinda just figured he was used to this, but I don't think he stopped for like a week or so. It might explain his bad sleeping habits, but I wouldn't know how to bring it up. Hey, your job is running you ragged. Have you thought of, I don't know, not doing that? Hey, I know you're tired, so maybe sleep better because you work like 15 marked days. Take a day off? Yeah, I really don't think I have any advice for this one. Poor guy. I just hope the rest he's getting is enough. I go to break the silence, but as I see him staring off into the void, I relent and join him in the oblivion of thought. A conversation cut short, forgotten for the calming nothingness of post-dinner lethargy and the indifference of space. And maybe also because he's falling asleep in his seat. I gently rouse him, and without a word we agree it's time to go. Not learning from before, I take one longing look over the balcony, to frame it in my mind until I return. There you know. With a weary smile, I nod and follow Rhoun back to the stairwell. There we go. Okay. He doesn't bother returning the step stool or the floor sign, instead stowing them away in a closet for the night. Turns out we're above the executive suite by a good few floors. Well, I thought they'd be on the top floor. Maybe there's not much up there. Still, I'd love to see how other Karain live around here. I can't imagine Tyr sharing a room with anyone. Heh. whatever. I'll focus on exploring the station when I actually can. For now, I might as well just try and get to bed, see what's up tomorrow. It's a new day and all that. Fortunately, since we can take the main hallways, Rhoun can't stop and check any gauges or valves, so we arrive pretty quickly. I don't see Merowyn standing around anywhere. In fact, all the doors seem to be shut. It's not as though they're normally open or anything. Oh, Merrick is here. I'd hate to just loiter around until he gets back. Rhoun seems to have forgotten about all that as he's standing in front of his door trying to find his keycard. What? I glance at Merrick's door before looking back at Rhoun, trying to signal to him that I'd like some help. He looks at me totally lost for a few seconds before something clicks and he realizes what's happening. Oh! He should be there. You could knock. Is that it? Just knock? I mean, I could get the door for you, but... No, that won't be necessary. I just wasn't sure. Alright, here goes. Knocking on the door seems useless as there's no response. After more than a few seconds of deliberation, I hear a faint shambling behind the door. The door flies open to reveal a slightly disheveled Merrick, still in uniform, looming over us both. Ah. We both wait for him to say something else. When he doesn't, just walks away. It seems like as good an invitation as any. Nodding goodbye to Rhoun, I head inside and close the door behind me. Merrick is sitting on his bed, rubbing his temples, maybe nursing a headache of some kind. He must be, since he hasn't even bothered to turn the lights on, or maybe he was just napping, who knows. Hey, Shh! Please, give me a second. I step back and wait a minute for him to continue talking. I'm starting to get a bit worried. I decide it's best to just leave him be for now, so I take off my jacket and bag and head to the bathroom. Inside, I find the cabinet open. That red bottle I got for him a few days ago is on the counter. It's empty. I guess that explains it. I just hope he had his last dose before he ran out of it. Ran out of whatever these are. Space Advil? Maybe. I very slowly turn on the shower, and when there's no yelling or knocking on the door to stop, I turn it up to my preferred setting. Wonder how far we walked today. It probably wasn't that much, but it feels like it. I know I'm gonna feel tomorrow, though. Well, hopefully some rest will help. After I finish cleaning up, I cautiously and quietly creep out of the bathroom. I don't see Merrick working on his monitor and the lights are still off. Heading out more, I can see that he's still on his bed. It doesn't look like he's moving. It's either good or really, really bad. Getting closer as my eyes adjust to the light more, I can see that he's just sleeping. That's probably for the best. Although, he's still in uniform and not even under the covers. I hope it's restful at least. Seeing as I can't do much for him, I start making my own preparations to go to bed. Although it would seem as though I am not that lucky, as even after lying down and getting decently comfortable under the sheets, sleep does not come. Rolling over and flipping my pillow feels fruitless. I just can't find something to concentrate on long enough to pass out. I wish I had my phone. I'd kill to just watch some videos or something right now. Turning over again, I notice a faint blue light coming from the wall next to Merrick. Or rather, I think it's a reflection. Then, in a bright flash of blue, Merrick jolts upright. Wait! I find myself shocked back a bit as I stare up at him, wanting to call out, but not knowing if I should. Open my mouth to speak, but he rushes to the bathroom before I can let a thought fly. But Merrick? I quietly offer to the room. He cannot hear me. Actually, it sounds like... Yeah, I think he might be throwing up in there. Shit, should I call Doc? But how? I don't even have my phone, and the sink turns on. I hear him rinsing out his mouth and panting heavily. I'm still too afraid to move. Maybe I've fallen asleep and this is some new nightmare. After waiting another minute or so, he walks into the room while wiping down his paws. Just to accidentally lock eyes with me. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all if I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Summer, thank you going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks to our 2 gold tier patrons, Zeke and Toby. Y'all are awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all We're Not Safe for Work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye!